Next, it's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. Teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Hurts. And his first look is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and you're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right? He's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
Second down, back to Sanders. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
In motion right is Brown. Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Ordinarily, third down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the second level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there, as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. A gain of 9 there, sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. On 2nd down now, it's Bowers, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Bills at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
17's Mike 17. First down, defense. Mike 17.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are once again back in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll send the tight end in motion. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try the left side with Gainwell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Come on. 18 Cardinal. Hey.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to it, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The man in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know you thought saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
60-60.
Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Check it out, under 10, 10.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Allen will try to throw for it. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts sliding out of the pocket. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And some room to roam now.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. Down to the 42, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Another run with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders.
And he's got it down to the 28.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
rolling to his right.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Running right, here's Sanders. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a give right side. Bowers, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
They're going to try and run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run here with Gainwell.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Grant Calcaterra, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now Allen. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Allen.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Allen.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
Throwing is Allen.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
One more time with Patterson.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, tried his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Here's Allen.
He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run it in, and he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good, and we may be on our way to overtime. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And part of you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
In motion right is Watkins. From the 31, Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Bowers. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. That actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. What can Allen do now with his drive? Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. Steps away. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. Oh, and it's intercepted.
This defense making a huge play with that interception on the 2nd drive of overtime. So, Charles, there will be a 3rd drive of overtime. And remember, again, a field goal wins it.
And right now, the kicker is thinking hero in his head. But when it actually happens, if it does happen, he's got to go back and congratulate the man who got the interception and set them up.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Philadelphia, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.